Hello, everyone. Welcome back to SUMO community meeting. We have Constantine here. Hello. Yeah, we don't have any meeting last week, but right now we're coming back and we have lots of people. I'm so happy to see lots of people today. So please add yourself in the wiki if you haven't. Please add your name there so we know that you're here. Let's go through the agenda for today. We don't have any shout outs, but we have some cool community news of the week. That is the first one is from Jonatas, who's going to give us demo of his add-on, which is Sumo Life Helper. So I'm going to send the room to Jonatas. So Jonatas, can you start sharing your screen?
Okay. First, hello everyone. I want to say sorry because my webcam's not working now. But I want to show you how simple is use Sumo Live Helper. So in add-ons page, you go to Sumo Live Helper here. You can install. Okay. So what about this extension? Is for new support questions in the forum. So you just will see the questions without answer. So this add-on is for forum contributors. For now, we just have some. Let me show you. Okay. Here. We have some settings in the Sumo Live Helper. Is choose language. Here is the region. Like we have the Spanish, Portuguese do Brasil is for Brazil. English it's United States. So here we can see in the pop-up menu the questions. Here is for Firefox for desktop. If you change to Firefox for Android, you will make a new search and show the Firefox for Android. You can set the time to make the search for new questions, because the search will happen in background every 15 minutes, but you can change for less minutes or more. You can show the browser notifications too, like Thunderbird. You make a new search and show the 11 new questions. Let's hide. Okay. And here we have some buttons. It's for refresh. You make a new search. The clear notifications. If you click in clear notifications, all the notifications will disappear, and will show just when they have a new question. Oh, a little bug there. Just will show new questions, but these questions looks like I already see this question. What more? Oh, we are working on some issues. I want to show the mockup. Then make. He's working to a new interface. I want to show because it's amazing. For Light 10 and settings for Light 10. So here will the new pop-up menu, the new settings for we'll do for dark theme too. Here will be amazing. The new interface, like a photon design. We are working some another issues. is like to show more than one product here. Let me change it. Like here, you can select just Firefox for desktop or Firefox for Android or another one, but it's just one product. Wesley is working to add another product, like you select Firefox for desktop, Thunderbird, and we'll show the different products here, not just only one. And after that, we want to implement the this zoom menu is okay. Oh, here we want to implement this new pop-up menu. So how you can help with developing this add-on? You can open a new issue if you want your language to this add-on. For now, we just have these 5 languages, and we want to add more. But for that, we think we need to localize these regions first. So if you want your language here in this add-on, you can send a pull request or open issue. You can work in localization for this language. For now, we just have this 5. We are working when we have time to implement new features, and I believe this will be amazing. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jonathan. I think I'm really excited to see this add-on, especially since I see that lots of people working hand in hand to create it add-on. So I think it's amazing. It shows the collaboration of the community.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was really cool. Thanks for sharing.
Does anyone have questions for us?
I have to look at the code, but I have a question. It's like how often do you poll? It's probably in the code. Do you poll every, I don't know, 5 minutes?
So for now, we can. The default is 15 minutes.
Oh, right, you said that.
Yeah, we're working to make default times like 5, 10, 15, or 30 minutes. But for now, the user can change for 1 minute. But I think it's so, how say it's so close. 1 and 1 minutes. I think is a lot of requests. We are thinking in input 5 minutes or more, but a default is 15. Is that awesome?
Yeah, I think like 15 is okay. Otherwise, like I don't think that people is so into a question like they have FOMO or something. Like 1 is too much.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I thought I was on mute. Sorry.
Anyway, is there any other question for Jonathan? Otherwise, we'll move.
A question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Jonah, is possible the question in social media with the user with ad or no?
So for now, we're just working with the SUMO, with Kitsune API. And it's just for support forum for now. Maybe in the future we can think in something. But the focus now is for support forum. We need make this changes I show you and improve that. And after we can think in something more.
Oh, all right. Okay, it's only for SUMO platform question.
Yes, forum. Yes.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
I do remember though that you have another add-on, I think, for social. I'm not sure what is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
I vaguely remember.
I cannot remember how it works, but I do remember that we have another add-on for social.
Yes, social helper is but it's just a sequence of steps you can make for start contributing in, and how get
Yeah.
responses and this stuff.
To onboard new people. Yeah. Okay. Now I remember. Cool. Okay. Is there any other question? Otherwise, we'll move to the next topic.
I just want to give a shout out for the like black style, for the night style of the interface is really cool, and I hope it's gonna roll out soon, because the new interface seems really, really nice. Like really many compliments, because it's really well built.
Yes, Danny make amazing work with this mockup. It's amazing.
Okay, cool. So moving on to the next one, which is about the all hands. So actually, there's not so many updates on this. We're just going to let you know that we are going to start the invitation very soon. Me and Julia are talking about who to invite next week. So expect some more updates about that, probably like in 2 weeks. So yeah. I think that's all the updates for all hands for now. Moving on, the product updates. We have Roland today, so I wonder if Roland have anything to share from the product side.
We seem to have an issue with Firefox accounts. So if you see it, please let us know by posting in the contributor forum thread, or letting me know, or letting anybody in the support team, SUMO team know. The team is looking at it. And we have no ETA. It started, what is today, Wednesday? I believe it started late Monday. Yeah, fingers crossed this can be resolved soon. Other than that, Firefox 69 was quiet. Yeah, everybody's working towards Firefox 70 now. That's it, I think. Oh, we have Andrew here.
Oh, yeah.
Noah, just looking at the screen, sorry. I'm done.
Okay, is there any question for Roland?
Not a question, but like a revisit to the warning that I kind of feared that I had back in the day about the Firefox accounts thing. I don't know if that issue blocked us from logging into SUMO, but I'm worried that it might in the future. So I don't know. I think I'll have to get with Madalena and ask her about, I don't know, backup way to get into SUMO. But I'll just file it as an issue on GitHub.
I think we fully transitioned to Firefox accounts. I'm not going to speak for Madalena, but I don't think there is any other.
We have not yet fully transitioned.
Okay.
Firefox accounts.
Thank you. I'll shut up now.
Yeah, we have some lollygaggers.
Anywho, once we transition, there's no other plan. So from that on.
Yeah, we're planning to transition soon, but I don't know what soon means. Next month, then in 2 months, still working on it. But it's going to happen soon. So if you have not yet moved to Firefox accounts, please do.
Yeah. Yeah, and this incident that we're having now is being looked at, and I feel that we've made a lot of progress in Firefox account stability, and this is just a little blip on the road to a fully rock solid Firefox accounts, which you can use for SUMO and many other things in the future. Besides sync.
I think it's good that the issue happened like before we implement Firefox account fully in our platform, but maybe it's like a training for us to see like how we can handle this kind of situation in the future once we fully implement Firefox account in our platform. Anyway, cool. Since Madalena has been speaking already, next one is also her, who is going to give us update about the response tool. I'm sure everyone is excited to hear this news. So Madalena, the room is yours.
Yes, I'm going to share my screen real quick. So I know I've tried to like show a few things last time, but it was a bit rushed because we didn't have time. So I felt like it wasn't done properly. So hopefully this will be this will give you a better overview of what's going on. So there's a link also in the wiki to like 2 slides, which is basically all the stuff that I'm going to talk through. But in case you have questions and you don't remember when I speak about what feature, it's there. So first of all, we're almost done with the implementation of the new stuff in the tool. And I'm going to quickly run through what this new stuff is, in case you don't remember it from last time. So first of all, we have the canned responses. So the canned responses, this is the flow. So you're going in to respond. We're trying to respond, and then you have this link here, which is for canned responses, and then it will look like this. So it's basically going to have this nice little boxes. It's not like the content here is not relevant right now, so we're gonna do it properly, but we're just gonna have these sections, and then you enter here, and then you can copy and then go back and paste it, and you're done. So that's one new thing that is going to be implemented. One thing to note here is that when we're going to push to production, hopefully next week, this will be empty, like both the canned responses, and there's another one around health documentation I'm going to show you in a minute. So we will need to spend some time to actually upload all this stuff in there. So we need to work on the text and everything that goes in here, like all the content, and we're going to work with like the entire community to do that. So the second thing that I wanted to show was the help documentation, which so you can access from that link there. So again, like this is basically the documentation that it will be available for everyone who doesn't really understand how to use the tool. So in case you get lost or you're not very clear about what's what, this is where you'll find everything. Like what does responding, moderating, karma, all that stuff means. Again, this will be, when we push to production, this will be empty. We'll need to work on uploading content there. All right. Okay, what else did we have? So badges for trusted contributors. I'm talking about this badge here. The moderator is probably not the best name for it, but we'll have to talk about the better name. But that's basically, we talked about those 2 groups of people. Some of you already have that status where, because you have been with the project for a long time and you know what you're doing, and everybody fully trusts your ability to do amazing work. You get this like special status where your responses can bypass like all the community moderation, in some cases even staff moderation, so they can go directly to the Play Store. For these groups, there will be a badge in the profile. This will only be available to the person who owns the profile. So this is not available anywhere else in the tool. So you will see like a list. If you see a list of people or whatever, you won't be able to tell who's a moderator or who has like the special status or who doesn't. This is just for you for now. Okay, then trusted contributors can edit and publish responses of others. So that's again with the special status, it comes also the ability to edit. Which is basically for those people, like for those responses where you notice that somebody has just made like a small like typo or anything like super quick, that can be corrected. So there's no need to reject the response, because then that would go back in the queue and then you have to do it again. So you can just quickly edit and then save and then publish it as a moderator, which would be really cool. And obviously there will be a log of these. So in case like you're worried that people will just go in and abuse this. It won't. And this will only, again, be available for people with special status. So not every user will be able to do this. Okay, what else? The moderation view will change. If you're familiar already with the moderation view as it is now, it is different from this one. So right now you can only see like one response at a time that you can moderate. We're gonna have this list where you can actually like go through and pick the one that you want to moderate. You'll be able to see the moderation count, like how many times that response has already been moderated. So for example, if this already has 2, then you can go in and do it once again, and then that means it will go to staff moderation. So yeah, that changes a bit. What else? Then we have the karma for moderation, which is a test. So again, don't freak out. We want to see. So one of the goals that we had with this iteration of the tool was to see how we can incentivize people to moderate more, because from previous experiments we had a lot of people who are just responding, but nobody really liked to moderate. So we're trying a couple of things. One of them being these karma points. This is not like the real number here. It will look a bit different, but anyway, in theory, depending on if you moderate, you get these points, and that will be reflected in your status. This is a test, so it's basically just to see how people react to it and whether it's something that works or we can adjust it or make it better. So it's definitely not something that we say, okay, from now on, this is how it will work. So I'm looking forward to have a lot of people go in and play with this and see if it actually makes sense. Progress in profile, another new thing in the profile, we're going to have these feedback status, and that will show you your progress in the sense of like how many positives you got for like the 3 different questions that you need to answer when somebody moderates your response. They need to answer these questions, and then we're gonna show like the status in terms of how you have been doing for like the 3 areas: fairness, accuracy, and usability. And you can see how you progressed week over week. Okay, and then the automatic upload in Play Store, that's not something that I can show, but basically right now what happens is the flow is like this, right? Somebody answers, so somebody posts a response to a review. That response needs to be moderating 3 times, but 3 different community members. Then once that passes community moderation, meaning it is approved by the community, it goes on to staff moderation. The staff will have to review it, they will approve it. And then right now what happens is that after a staff member approves a response, they also need to upload it manually. So they have to actually click through things in order to upload it to the Play Store, which makes things very, very slow. So one thing that we're going to have with this new iteration is basically once a response has been approved by staff, it will go directly to the Play Store. So it will be uploaded automatically. So we're eliminating that step. Okay, so that's that in terms of what's new in the tool. Moving on to what's going to happen next. So we're hoping that we're going to push to production next week, early, probably Monday, Tuesday, depending on QA. So right now we're basically done with everything. QA is going to spend tomorrow and Friday and Monday to go through things and see if there's like anything, any bugs, any regression, anything that pops up. And we're going to make a decision on Monday whether we can actually push to production or not. Hopefully we can. And then we will need everyone's help to test things because after we're live on production, I will assume there will be quite a few things that will appear. So I'm going to post like something on the community forums, and we're going to make a few announcements, and hopefully some people can help with testing to make sure everything works. Then we need to work on the help documentation upload and the CAN responses upload, what I mentioned before, because those will be empty. So we need to organize. Johnny has already helped us organize some of the categories, so we just need to work on the content and put it in the tool. Then we're gonna work with the product teams on I'm talking about the Phoenix product team on escalation path and reports. So that means that, so right now, if we see anything that is like a big problem or anything that we don't know what to do with, we don't have a clear escalation path to like the product engineers. So we want to work on having some connections there where we can just like send people to them. Send issues to them and like have an ongoing conversation. And then also the reports. Right now, since Respond is not yet an official support channel, we don't have ways to like report on like, you know, how many incoming reviews, how many we have responded, all that stuff around like the issues that pop up and all that stuff. We don't have anything. So we need to work on solving for that. So basically what we're planning right now for is October 21st, where it's going to be the official, I'm calling it the official release of Respond. We're pushing to production next week, but until October 21st, we're going to do all the preparations. What I'm hoping for is that starting with October 21st, Respond will become an official support channel for Play Store. So, and then we're going to work into integrating more products into the tool. So right now we can only support one. So we're looking at being able to support multiple, and we'll take it from there. But first, we need to get to October 21st. And before October 21st, we need to get to next week and make sure everything works. And that's it. Questions?
Questions for Madalena?
Just some general feedback. I just think it looks awesome, and a lot of those issues that Andrew and me and everyone else filed seems to have been put in there. So it looks awesome.
Wow, thank you. I'm happy to hear something positive. Cool, awesome. Well, hopefully you'll be able to spend some time with the tool and see how it feels. Cool. Okay. Well, if there's no more questions, then just wait for some announcements from my side and probably Kiki and Julia, and we'll take it from there. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. So since we also have overtime for 3 minutes, I think thanks everyone. We'll see you next month. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Adios. Ciao, tschüss.
Adios.
Ciao, tschüss.